So here it is, with officially a couple days of using these acoustic foam panels, this is what it looks like. But now, I finally fixed it, a week after, and here's what I did. Okay, so I've had these acoustic foam panels for a couple weeks now, and I have a problem with them. It is that they just keep falling down. So I made an unboxing video about those. You guys can check that out. I'll link in the description down below. But the thing is, these things kept falling down, and the adhesive tape that I already got, the 3M tape that came with it, they just weren't sticky enough, and they wouldn't stick to this foam material at all. But I found a solution to that, and I'm going to be showing you how I do that exactly. Okay, so there are 4 materials that you essentially need for this. One is cardstock paper. It's nice and thick that you're going to attach to the back of the actual foam panel. The second material you're going to need is scissors. Third is your actual foam panel. And the fourth is duct tape and or Gorilla Tape. I prefer Gorilla Tape for actually taping this cardstock paper to the foam panel. I prefer using Gorilla Tape because duct tape I find isn't as strong, but I use the duct tape to tape 2 pieces of the cardstock paper together to fit onto the foam panel. So the way we're gonna start out is first by taking 2 of these cardstock pieces of paper, and then I lay it out on here on the foam. Make sure it's aligned. I try to make sure nothing sticks out, and then what I do is I take the duct tape, take off a little bit like that, just rip it off. So a piece like about this size is fine, I'd say, and then I just rip it in half like that, so I have 2 pieces. And then what I do is I just tape 2 places where it meets, so it looks like that right there. So I just tape the 2 pieces of cardstock together, so it's taped together like that. Now it's all good. So now we're gonna put it back on the foam, and then it gets interesting now because we're gonna use the Gorilla Tape to double-side it and put it behind the actual cardstock papers. Get a piece like this. You can rip it or you can use scissors. I prefer to use scissors on Gorilla Tape. There is 1 piece. It can be about that size, I'd say, and then I just rip it in half again like that. And then to double side it, you guys probably already know how to do this. Push in one side like this and then fold it over, and it's like that. It's like a little roll, and then you can just put it underneath one of the corners right there. Just push it down. And then what I like to do is right here where the tape and the cardstock paper meet, push down so the tape gets on there, and then with that other piece of tape you just make it double-sided, and then you put it on the opposite corner. That's what I like to do. Okay, and it'll look like this. So I taped it. It's uneven right now, but what I can do later is I can cut off this strip at the bottom that is sticking out and use it again to do the other corners. And then it should look something like this. It's really easy, and make sure it won't fall off. So the cardstock is attached to the foam panel. Now we're going to show you how to install it. Okay, so right over here is where I want to reinstall this. So I got the cardstock, and over here I have the application tape still. I'll show you. I still have the application tape on there. It's still stuck to the wall. So I think it's good if you keep the application tape on there already, and then you can just, as simple as it is, this cardstock paper is a lot easier to stick to your wall instead of the foam material, so that's what I find. But make sure everything is nice and firm, and then we can put it on the wall. So it's like that, and then make sure to add a little bit more pressure. And then there we go. That is another one. Okay, so I finished the last panel. It was pretty easy to put together, and I'm gonna put the last one on, and then I'll tell you my final thoughts on this. Okay, so for the foam panels, I'm gonna tell you guys that I feel like this method is the best method out there. Most people, when they make videos about things in general, or especially these foam panels, nobody tells you about the bad things about it, so that's why I just wanted to show you guys some easy thing. It's really easy to make these foam panels stick on your wall, and I'm gonna test these later, and I'll get back to you guys after about a week or so and tell you guys how these have held up and if they have fallen down at all. If this method is 100% legit. If you use this method, then please tell me in the comments down below, but otherwise I'll see you guys back in a week. 'Cause I don't keep them. I never make. Alright, hello everybody. It is officially 1 week of the foam panels, and nothing has happened to them. I have barely touched them at all, maybe just pushed them in a little bit because they were popping out, but otherwise they've stood still, and I think it looks really great. Over here, it's also okay. I mean, I can still see a little bit of whiteness over here popping out from the cards, but that's okay. I can easily fix it, and it's barely noticeable at times. This method really does work, and it's officially a week after, because right now it is the 21st, and before when I filmed it, it was the 14th, so obviously it's been a week so far, and trust me on this, it does work 100%, and I don't see this falling in the future, so it might fall like once or twice, but it's really easy to put back on, and you just replace the duct tape if it doesn't stick anymore. So that's my experience with this. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. If you did, then be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you're new, I really do appreciate it, and it really does help me out a lot. Be sure to like this video also, and be sure to comment down below what your favorite thing was about this video, and if you've got value out of this video at all. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.